Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our dear students, how are you? I hope you are fine. We are going to complete Unit 5. Lesson 4 Students Book page 43. Opener. Solve the riddle. A cowboy rode into town on Friday, stayed 3 days, and rode out again on Friday. A cowboy rode into town on Friday, stayed 3 days, and rode out again on Friday. How did he do that? Think and find the answer. Guess his horse's name is Friday, so he came back after 3 days on his Friday's back. Now let's start revising some environmental problems. Look at the picture and say the environmental problem. Yes, in this picture we can see smoke everywhere, so we call this problem air pollution. Air pollution. In this picture, there is a large amount of plastic waste that causes plastic pollution and land pollution. In this picture, we can see residues in the water cause water pollution and sea pollution. We also have soil pollution, which is caused by the frequent use of pesticides. Soil pollution. Now, my dear students, let's move to our students book page 43. Our lesson today is grammar. Passive, present progressive, past progressive models. Now, my dear students, look at this table. Here is passive, present progressive, past progressive models. We should study the following examples to know how the passive is formed. We have some active sentences and passive sentences. Look at the first one. Ahmed is translating the email into Arabic. We should start our passive sentences with the object, then the verb, then the past participle of the main verb of the sentence. The email is being translated. Sentence number 2. The painter was painting the house. The house is the object. Was painting is the verb. So we will start with the house. The house was being painted. Amina will buy a new car. A new car will be bought. The students can or could or must do the task. The task can, could, must be done. Study the following examples to know how the passive formed. Ahmed is translating the email into Arabic. This sentence is an active. We have a subject. We have a verb in the present continuous. Then the object is the email. Now we want to change the sentence into passive. When we want to change into passive, We should start our passive sentences with the object. Yes, the right answer is the email is being translated. In this sentence, the painter was painting the house. The painter was painting the house. The tense of the sentence is the past continuous. The sentence in an active shape. So we want to change it into passive. As we know before, we should start the passive sentence with the object. The object here, the house. So we will start with the house. The house was being painted. The house was being painted. Here, the second sentence is in the passive shape. Amina will buy a new car. Look at this sentence carefully. It is an active sentence. The subject is Amina. Will buy, will is a modal verb, then buy is a main verb. Here, when we want to change it into passive, we should put the same modal verb, then put be after it, then the past participle of the main verb. Let's see now which the correct answer. A new car, this is the object. So we started with the object. The modal verb is put, then we put be, then the past participle. The sentence is a new car will be bought. This is a passive sentence. The students can do the task. Look at the sentence carefully. Where is the subject? Where is the modal verb? Where is the main verb? Where is the object? Yes, good. The students is the subject. Can, a modal verb. Do, main verb. The task is the object. The sentence here is an active sentence. Now, try to change it into passive. How to change it? As we said before, we should start our sentence with the object. Then, my dear students, we put the modal verb as is it. Then the past participle of the main verb. So our sentence will be, guess who can say that? Good. The task can be done. The task can be done. Another example, the students could do the task, the same as the previous sentence. Who can change it into passive? Here the sentence is active. The students could do the task. Think and try to say the answer. Yes, good. The task could be done. The task could be done. The students must do the task. The students must do the task. An active sentence. As we do before, who can change it into passive? Think, my dear students, and try to answer this sentence. Yes, good. The task must be done. It's easy to change it into passive with the modal verbs. We put the modal verb plus be plus the past participle of the main verb of the sentence. Now, my dear students, let's study more examples to know how the passive is formed. People are building cities along rivers. People are building cities along rivers. Who can change this sentence into passive? Where is the object and what is the tense of the verb? Yes, good. The object is cities and the subject is people. The verb are building. The verb here in the present continuous. Let's see the answer. Cities are being built along rivers. Cities are being built along rivers. Present progressive passive form. It is consists of object plus is and are. If the object is singular, we add is. If it is plural, we add are. Plus being plus verb past participle tense. This is the form of the present continuous passive. Here, look at this sentence. Try to define the tense and try to know how to change it into passive. They were expecting a guest. They were expecting a guest. A guest was being expected. A guest was being expected. Here the sentence is in the past continuous passive. Let's see the form. Past progressive passive form. As we said before, we started the passive with object. Was, were, plus being, plus verb past participle tense. They must clean the house. They must clean the house. The house must be cleaned. The house must be cleaned. Modal passive form. Must plus be plus verb past participle tense. She will write a short story. She will write a short story. A short story will be written. A short story will be written. Modal passive verb. Form. Will plus be plus verb plus past participle tense. Now, my dear students, we should check our understanding. Now, my dear students, let's move to our students book page 43. Exercise number 1. Change the following sentences into the passive. Look at the sentence carefully. Read them one by one. Then let's see the answer. Now let's check our answers. Change the following sentences into the passive. Number 1. Chimneys emit a lot of smoke into the air. Chimneys emit a lot of smoke into the air. Change into the passive. Yes, a lot of smoke is emitted into the air. The sentence here in the present simple passive. Let's see the form. The form is object is are plus verb plus past participle tense. Number 2. In the past, people overused natural resources. In the past, people overused natural resources. Let's see the answer. In the past, natural resources were overused. In the past, natural resources were overused. The past simple passive form is object was were plus verb plus past participle. Number 3. Nowadays, scientists are exploring new sources of energy. Nowadays, scientists are exploring new sources of energy. Change into passive. Yes, nowadays, new sources of energy are being explored. Nowadays, new sources of energy are being explored. Present progressive passive form is are plus being plus verb past participle tense. Number 4. Environmentalists were saving endangered species after the oil spill. Environmentalists were saving endangered species after oil spill. Endangered species were being saved after the oil spill. Endangered species were being saved after the oil spill. Past progressive passive form was were plus being plus verb past participle tense. 5. The government should take serious measures to protect our beautiful beaches. The government should take serious measures to protect our beautiful beaches. Now change into passive. Serious measures should be taken to protect our beautiful beaches. Serious measures should be taken to protect our beautiful beaches. Modal passive form. Should plus be plus verb past participle tense. Now it's the turn of speaking. Let's discuss. Finally, my dear students, in your point of view, which type of damage is the most dangerous? Why? Air pollution, land pollution, sea pollution, plastic pollution. In your notebook, write about which one is the most dangerous on the environment and say your reasons. Here we come to the end of our lesson today, dear students. Thank you. See you next time.